Welcome to part 6. Now we'll continue from where we left off last time, which was the equipping of the weapon meshes. And to do that, first we need to do the sockets, which we have not been doing. Let's go to the projectile weapon, and as you can see, we left the equipping sockets to be nothing. We just have to fill this up. So go back to the player, the skeletal mesh, skeletal, and let's preview the equip animation. That would be a good place to find out if we put our stuff in the right spot or not. So we can change these two to fit the points exactly, the unequipping ones. So this one needs a little bit down, a bit to the side. You don't have to be very precise, but just something to work on. Okay, for the shield, I'm not sure how that would look like. If we leave it this way, probably not a good option. Okay, let's revert it back to something more acceptable. Let me remove snapping for a second. Probably something like that. Okay, now for the equipping spot to be specific, let's go here and add a new socket, sword equipping socket. And same thing, we're gonna add a sword here. And for the shield as well. And let's put this on the arm. Something like this. A little bit up. Something like this would be good. And let's copy the names. This is the shield. And the sword has this one. Now, even if you try, nothing will happen because we still didn't equip it through the animation. You can either do it through animation or you can do it through the through code as well. For now, let me show you the animation part. There's a notify called attach weapon at index. We need, since we have two weapons, we need two of those. So copy one, put one for the sword, something around here, and one for the shield, something like this. Remember shield was number 0, index 0, and this one was number 1. Okay, so weapon index is 0 to the equip socket, yes. This one will be number 1 and the equip socket number, sorry, and the equip slot is also true. Now let's equip, and as you can see, both of those weapons are in my hands. Now, this is through animation, but what if you want to do it through the code? Well, take a look at what we have here. It's from the equipped weapon, we're calling attach weapon at index. So that means this is a weapon. And if you look for attach weapon at index, you will find the same function. So what you have to do is just call this wherever you want. It can be here, it can be anywhere else. All is okay. Now, to move on to the next topic, which I want to talk about here, is the equip while walking. Now, right now, the animation we have is root motion, and it's on a default slot, so if you equip, you cannot walk until the animation is done. Alright, so what can we do to make sure that we can equip and walk at the same time? One of the options that you guys have is in the animation blueprint itself, we already set up the plane bare bone, so in this case with upper body. So if you do go to the animation itself, if I can find where that is, equip, and you can assign it to upper body. From default, it will be like this by default. You go to upper body and you try to walk and move at the same time, it still won't work. Now the reason being is because we did assign, sorry, we did pick a root motion animation. Now if you go to the animation sequence, you will see that it has a root motion. Now if you remove this, if you walk and equip, now it will work. So always keep this in mind. Now you can either equip on a full motion, no movement base, or you can equip and walk at the same time. So both of those options are possible. Just keep this in mind. Now since we're done with equipping, now we will focus more on attacking and the things in between. Inputs, which inputs are allowed, which inputs are not allowed, how does attacks link together, and so on. All of this will be in part 7. So see you guys in the next one.